All right, in three, two. Welcome back to Toyota Sports Talk. The Olympic Games are just about here. It's going to be a great Olympics in Paris, and the DMV is going to be well represented as always. Joined now by Arlington native, Yorktown High School grad, Torri Huske, her second Olympic Games. Torri, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel? I mean, two-time Olympian.
Yeah, it's definitely still it's still a dream come true. It's really exciting to make my second team. I think that last time my goal was just to make the Olympics, and I think that this time it's like yes, like making the Olympics was part of the process, but I still have a lot more that I want to achieve and a lot more goals.
All right, take us through the rundown. What's your schedule looking like for Paris? What events for our viewers?
Yeah, so I'm swimming 100 fly, which is the first day, and then finals is the second day. And then I'm also swimming the 100 free individually, and then just whatever relays that they decide to put me on.
So what is that like, the preparation to kind of get ready here?
Yeah, the preparation is really similar to just what I've been doing all year, just because you don't want to start anything crazy before the Olympics. Like what you did has gotten you here, and you just kind of have to keep doing that. So right now, I'm just practicing at Stanford with Greg, and we kind of have a small group here right now because since everyone just finished trials, everyone's kind of like
Mhm.
on their different paths. We only have like a few swimmers who are here, like taking classes and like doing internships here. So yeah, I'm kind of just doing that until the second, and then that's when training camp begins, and I go to North Carolina and then Croatia with Team USA.
Yeah, very, very busy schedule. And, you experienced Tokyo, right? That was your first Olympic Games, but it was such a unique experience because it was COVID and, no fans and family. But now you can really embrace the true Olympic experience. So, how do you find that balance of, hey, let's enjoy this, going to be with all your friends, your family, your friends, opening ceremonies, but also it's a business trip, as you mentioned?
Yeah, I don't know how I balance it. I mean, it's kind of just like doing what you're told for the most part. Like I don't really have to think that much about
Right.
anything. Like I don't think that we're going to opening ceremonies because it's like the day before competition. So I don't think that the swim team usually goes, but I'll probably watch it on TV because it's opening ceremonies. Like that's so cool. And yeah, I as far as like seeing like friends and family, like that's probably gonna have to wait until like after the meet. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna go along with the flow of things.
You've obviously done well, world championships. I think you had a silver medal in a relay in Tokyo, but how important is it for you to medal individually at the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. Last time I just missed out on a bronze by a hundredth of a second. So even though that was devastating at the time, I think that it really helped motivate me, especially like the following year. I definitely used that as like fuel to the fire, and I ended up winning worlds in that same event. So um yeah, hopefully I can just like stay on my training and stay focused, and yeah, just kind of focus on myself and my goals and not what's happening around me.
Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've talked to several DMV athletes that are going to the Olympics, and a lot of them touched on the mental aspect because there's obviously the physical aspect. You guys are all physically talented. You can do this physically, but can you kind of describe how you've been handling the mental aspect? Because it's been interesting to listen to other athletes and how they adjust to that.
Yeah, right now I'm not super nervous for the Olympics just because it seems so far away in my head. I'm kind of just like focusing mentally on training right now and working on my like small details and fine tuning everything. When it comes to like handling emotions on the biggest world stage that there is for sports at the Olympics, yeah, it's super nerve-wracking, but I think it'd be weird if you weren't nervous. Like that would be crazy. And I honestly think that if you look at your emotions in a way that like, okay, I can work with this and I can use this, I think that's really helpful. Like I love the energy from like the crowd, and it just like even like being nervous about your race, like you can use that to create adrenaline for your race. And I think I have my best swims when I'm really nervous. So hopefully I will be able to keep using that as extra kind of energy right before my race.
Yeah, that word pressure. I mean, it seems like you kind of embrace that, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the pressure, you never really enjoy it in the moment just
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, I'm gonna throw up. But I think that it ultimately does help you.
Yeah. And to have, your family there, I know how important they are to you and how they helped you get to where you are, all the sacrifices. What is that like for you to kind of share this experience with them?
Yeah, it's super great that they're able to come out this time because last time everything was on lockdown. So it's gonna be awesome that they get to be there and that they get to watch and I'll get to see them after. Um, so it's a big moment for me, but also like
Mhm.
for them. And I also have a few friends from like college and also high school coming out to watch. So that's super fun. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a totally different experience from that last time, but I'm very excited for it.
It's been cool for me to see you grow because I've obviously known you since you were a teenager. Um, yeah, how do you think you've grown? Obviously, this is your second Olympics, so it's like it's like you're a veteran now.
Yeah, it is crazy to think that I'm a veteran now. I think that just this having all these experiences on national team trips has really helped me. And last time when I made the Olympics, I just like everything was so new. That was my first national team trip ever. So I was like a true rookie there. And I just like looking back at it, I feel like I felt very inexperienced. Like in the moment, I guess I didn't have anything to compare it to. I didn't like know any better. But I think that I feel hopefully a lot more ready this time around.
To represent this DMV region, we've talked about it. There's four swimmers, four female swimmers from this
Yeah.
region: Erin Gemmel, yourself, Katie Ledecky, and Phoebe Bacon,
Yeah.
all on the U.S. Olympic team. That says a lot, Tori, about what this region's like.
Yeah, swimming is huge in the DMV and it's always been super competitive in this area and I know it still is. But it is really cool because like I grew up racing Phoebe. Like she was like at all the big meets in the local like area. And then like obviously like I remember on the PBS meet sheets, like whenever it says like local like records or like PBS records, Katie Ledecky's name was always there. So it's like it's so cool that like now like Phoebe and I are friends and like now I'm friends with like Katie Ledecky too. And Erin was a little bit younger than me. But like it's still so cool that now she's like swimming at this level and that we're all together and we all came from the same area.
The word visualization, going back to the mental piece, have you allowed yourself to visualize, individually getting on that podium, getting a medal?
Yeah, I'm not super big on
Okay.
visualization. I remember my dad would always try to get me to visualize before, like my race, and I really don't do that until like I'm at the meet. And sometimes I just visualize like specific elements of my race, like my turn or my start. But I'm not super big into visualization.
In terms of, you're kind of like a role model now, Tori. I go back to, I just know I've known you since you're a teenager, but now you're inspiring the next group of swimmers behind you. What is that
Yeah.
role like?
Yeah, it's sometimes I often forget that I was even like put in this role because in my head I'm just kind of doing what I love and that's like swimming and I just like happen to be really good at it. I don't know. I mean, I've worked really hard for it obviously, but it means a lot that I'm part of the group who's inspiring the next generation and I think that's really important. And I feel like I didn't really realize how much of a role I had in this until like one time I was doing a signing and this girl told me that she like named her American Girl doll after me and I was like, wow, that's really big. Like those dolls are expensive and she named it after me. Like she wanted to do that. No one made her. So it is really cool that I get to help inspire the next generation and I just want them to know that like if they work hard, they can achieve pretty much anything they want to. And I also think um, I feel like this is a really special role that was kind of gifted to me. Also, just because I have the power, like as an Asian American, like to like inspire like other Asian little girls, and like you that once they see like people like me, and they're like, oh, she looks like me. They kind of realize like anything is possible for them.
Great message there. And finally, there's no bigger honor, Tori, Then to represent your country, wear that red, white, and blue. How
Yeah,
special is that? How special is that to you?
super exciting. And I'm also excited that we're in the States for July 4th because last time, I don't remember where I was. I don't think, oh no, last Worlds we were, but like the one before, I think I was like in Italy. And it's just nice to like actually celebrate this holiday here with everyone and kind of like celebrate our country. And yeah, I'm super excited.
Good. Well, we'll be watching, Torri. You know I'm proud of you, and go get that individual medal. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Much more to come right here on Toyota Sports Talk. Stay with us.